In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are fine, safe, happy and healthy. This is your teacher Miss Neelam Shaheen. Today is Monday, 11th May 2020 and the topic for our today's lecture is noun and its types. In this lecture, we'll try to learn definition of noun, types of nouns, examples of all the types, as well as definitions. What is a noun? Everything in the world has a name. All names or naming words are nouns. A noun names a person, place, thing, or an idea. A noun is a word that functions as the name of something. Nouns are the most common class of words in English. If you see around you, so lots of things are there which are having their own names, and whatever thing has a name is called a noun. Definition. A noun is a word that names a person, a place, a thing, or an idea. Look at the picture. A man is sitting there on the beach, and over his head there is an umbrella. The man is a person. The place is a beach, and the thing is an umbrella. But the idea is missing here. Let's see why. Why can't we identify the idea in this picture? The answer to this question is ideas are thoughts and cannot be seen. Examples of ideas include happiness, joy, pain, and fairness. What ideas might this person have? Now the types of noun. Noun has 8 parts called the types of noun. They are common nouns, proper nouns, concrete nouns, abstract nouns, compound nouns, collective nouns, countable nouns, and uncountable nouns. Let's discuss all of them one by one. The very first among the types of nouns is the common noun. A common noun is a noun that is used to name people, places, or things in general without giving them any specific names. It refers to the class or type of person or thing without being specific. It either refers to people, places, or thing, or the kind of people, places, or thing. For example, girl, city, animal, house, and fruit. Here the word girl has been used in a general sense without being specifying it. Animal is a general term, as well as fruit is also a general term. Look at the pictures here. A girl is here, so it is not a specific name given to someone, but here we have referred to the girl in a general term or in a general sense. Again, there is a dog. It is also a general term, so means it is also a common noun, and mountain is also a common noun. Now, the next one is proper noun. A proper noun is a noun that is used to name a specific or individual person, place, or thing. Proper nouns begin with a capital letter. For example, John, London, Pluto, France. Remember, your name is also a proper noun because it refers to you as being individually or specifically. Here the same examples are given again, but instead of girl here a name is written as Susan. So now it refers to her as a specific person. So it is our proper noun. The same dog is here, but it has been given a specific name, Max. Simple ones we have written the name of a mountain, like only mountain we have written, so it was a general term. But here Mount Everest represents a specific mountain. So it is our proper noun. The next one kind of noun is concrete noun. Concrete noun is a noun that refers to people or things that exist physically and that at least one of the senses can detect. It means at least one of your senses, like the sense of sight, touch, hearing, smell, or taste, can detect them. For example, dog, tree, apple, moon, sock. All the things are given there. The examples of those things are given here which at least one of your sense can detect. You can see a dog. You can taste or see or even touch an apple. Here the picture of a frog is given there. So frog is also a kind of thing or a kind of animal which you can see or even you can touch. Hamburger, again you can taste it as well as you can touch or see it. Flowers, flower is a thing which you can see, which you can touch, and even you can smell it. Abstract noun. Abstract noun is the opposite of concrete noun. Abstract nouns are those things which do not have any physical existence, which do not exist physically, or we are unable to see, touch, hear, smell, or taste them. They refer to ideas, emotions, and concepts you cannot see, touch, hear, smell, or taste. You can only feel them. For example, love, time, fear, freedom, and luck. Love is a feeling which cannot be seen or touched. Fear is an emotion which cannot be seen or touched. Luck is a concept which cannot be seen or touched. Same is the case with justice, time, and love. The next one type of noun is compound noun. Compound. Two or more words that create a noun is called a compound noun. Two of the words will join together to make a single word, and that would be known as compound noun. They can be written as one word joined by a hyphen. Maybe sometimes a word will be joined by, or two words will be joined by a hyphen, a dash, or written as separate words, but they will refer to the same thing. For example, rainfall. Rainfall is written as one word. Though rain and fall, two words have joined together to make a compound noun. Son-in-law. It is separated by the hyphens or the dashes. Credit card. it is written as a separate words like credit and then space is there, then card. Same is the case with toothbrush, Jack in the Box, and bus stop. Collective noun. A collective noun is a kind of noun that refers to a set or group of people, animals, or things. It means once some people or some animals or some things are combined together, so whatever name is given to their group is called a collective noun. They are often followed by of plus plural noun. For example, a bunch of flowers. Okay, the word bunch in this phrase is a collective noun. It is followed by of and then the plural form of flowers. Examples of some collective nouns are team, pile, flock, stake, and bunch. Team is a group of players or members. Also, the group of horses is called a team. Flock, a group of birds. Bunch, a group of bananas, flowers, grapes, etc. Countable nouns. Countable nouns are those nouns which can be counted. They have a singular and a plural form and can be used with a number or a, n before it. They are sometimes called count nouns. For example, car, desk, cup, house, and bike. You can count them. You can count the cars. You can say 1 car, 2 cars, 3, 4, or 10 cars. Same is the case with the cup, with the bike, umbrella, table, and books. So the things which can be counted are called countable nouns. And the last one is uncountable noun. What is now the uncountable noun? It is the complete opposite of countable nouns. These are the kind of nouns which cannot be counted. They often refer to substances like liquids or abstract ideas. They are sometimes called mass nouns. For example, wood, air, milk, happiness. Wood is a substance or material, but it cannot be counted. You will be able to count the branches or the planks, but not the wood as a whole. Milk is also uncountable, and happiness is also an abstract idea and uncountable. Same is the case with rain, cheese, and blood. Important to know some fun facts about these nouns are that one noun can come or one word can come in many different categories. For example, a toothbrush. Toothbrush is a common noun because it is a general name of a type of thing. It is also a concrete noun because you can see and touch it. It is countable noun as well because you can count it. You can say 1 brush, 2, 3, 4 brushes. It is a compound noun as well because it is made up of 2 words, tooth and brush. Here is a quick check of all the types of nouns. You can go through them for more better understanding. Now it's the time of home assignment, and your home assignment is that you have to write the names of 3 wild animals, 3 farmyard animals, 3 vegetables all beginning with the same letter, 3 summer sports, 3 tools used by a carpenter. They often refer to substances like liquids or abstract ideas. They are sometimes called mass nouns. For example, wood, air, milk, happiness. Wood is a substance or material, but it cannot be counted. You will be able to count the branches or the planks, but not the wood as a whole. Milk is also uncountable, and happiness is also an abstract idea and uncountable. Same is the case with rain, cheese, and blood. Important to know some fun facts about these nouns are that one noun can come, or one word can come in many different categories. For example, a toothbrush. Toothbrush is a common noun because it is a general name of a type of thing. It is also a concrete noun because you can see and touch it. It is countable noun as well because you can count it. You can say 1 brush, 2, 3, 4 brushes. It is a compound noun as well because it is made up of 2 words, tooth and brush. Here is a quick check of all the types of nouns. You can go through them for more better understanding. Now it's the time of home assignment, and your home assignment is that you have to write the names of 3 wild animals, 3 farmyard animals, 3 vegetables all beginning with the same letter, 3 summer sports, 3 tools used by a carpenter, 3 occupations, 3 wild flowers, 3 toys for young children, and 3 kinds of meat. Practice continued. Another one exercise is given to you for the homework, and here you have been given with some 8 or 9 sentences. You have to underline the nouns in all these sentences and also have to say whether they are common, proper, abstract, concrete, collective, compound, countable, or uncountables. Hope you would have understood this lecture. This was all for today. Kindly take a very good care of yourself. Stay inside your homes. See you in the next lecture, inshallah. Allah Hafiz.